どうも皆さんこんにちは、リスです。アーカムビギンズ続きをやっていきましょう。デスストロークからねパクったこの遠隔クローを使って、どこや？あれか？あれ？はいはいはい。遠隔クローでやってるよね。オッケーオッケーオッケー。ここと、ここやね。お、いいっすね。で、こんな感じでいけると。素晴らしい。そして、はい。よいしょ。お邪魔しまーす。まあ、そうやわな。
Really make me feel it. Well, as you can see, I got me answer. Have a Merry Christmas and piss off.
There's no way I can get to Penguin now. My only option is to head for Lacey Towers and investigate the murder he mentioned. Alfred, see if you can find any information on a murder at Lacey Towers.
Looks like the police are on the scene now, sir. Oh, and this is interesting. They're saying Black Mask is the victim.
Black Mask dead. I'm on my way there now.
オッケーオッケー。レイシータワーの事件を解決しようと。でもどうやって出るんですかこれ。
Alfred, get GCPD to take a look at the final offer. More to Dixon Docks. They'll find Slade Wilson tied up and waiting for them, along with some of Penguin's illegally obtained weapons.
Another anonymous tip? Will do, sir.
あれ取られへんのかあれ。ああ、大丈夫ですね。はいはい。
Your cries for help have been heard. I am Anarchy, voice of the people, here to save you from the plague of corruption that now infests this once proud city. Those hired and elected to keep us free and safe won't lift a finger. And why would they? They've been bought and paid for, encouraged to turn a blind eye. If they won't act, I will. At dawn's first light, the sources of Gotham's ruin will be destroyed. Now, back to your regularly scheduled programming of propaganda and consumerist garbage.
As if there isn't enough going on tonight.
危ない人多いね、ほんま。
I should hurry to Lacey Towers before the cops destroy all the evidence from the crime scene Penguin mentioned.
I was hoping to get a minute of your time. See, I've got a story to tell you. About crime and violence, greed and vengeance. But it's also a story of redemption, of second chances, of change. I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow, I believe in choice. So, I offer you one. Let them detonate, or stop them. Your actions will determine what I do with you.
Hey, miss, over here.
誰やお前。
I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's corruption is at its strongest. But unlike those I fight to overthrow...
Whoa, easy now. I ain't looking for a fight. Got a message, that's all. Anarchy says if you're gonna make a withdrawal, you better do it soon.
Your actions will determine what I do with you.
ごめん、ちょっと字幕かぶって何言ってるか全然分からへんかった。とりあえず OK、爆弾探したらいいんやろ。どこや？ここか。
Batman! Batman!
いた。
They say money makes the world go round, but it also makes for excellent shackles. You're tied to your job.
時間がない、時間がない。
You need to buy the next shiny thing the overpriced television seduces you.
ほい、
Imagine
しょい。
what you could accomplish
はい。
if only someone
Oi.
would set us free.
やべ、あと30秒。 OK。 そんな止め方で大丈夫？
Alfred, we've got a problem.
So I saw. This anarchy fellow mentioned 3 bombs, which means 2 still remain.
I need to find them.
I've no doubt you will, sir.
OK、 じゃあちょっと爆弾探さなあかんな。の前に、次はこれかな。よし。
You wanna know what I'm selling?
We gotta shut them down to shut them up. Otherwise, we'll never be free.
よし、じゃあ爆弾2つ目いきますか。でも結構近所やぞ。この下ってこと？いや、違うな。
We gotta shut them down to shut them up. Otherwise, we'll never be free.
I've planted 3 bombs where Gotham's... protection instead inspire fear. Gotham is a prison, and the police its wardens.
Anarchy's right, you know. Cops don't care about us. We'd be better off without it. You already knew that, didn't you?
Billy clubs, guns, and they walk out.
Afterwards, the cops all gone. Most of them are so crooked we'll be safer without them. Someone's gotta keep the peace. Not someone, everyone. See, we'll be equals now, sharing the responsibility. I don't know. It sounds complicated. If anything, it'll be easier. There's nowhere to hide if we all have the...
We will bring down the mighty!
Interesting. Even after knowing all you did about the places I targeted, you spared them.
Sorry to disappoint you.
Disappoint me? Not at all. Come on down to the courthouse so we can continue Gotham's trial.
Holy crap! You saying this? Come on! We're gonna get you with that cane! We got a chance! Enigma's extortion data. Where is it?
If I tell you, you'll let me go?
Talk.
Okay. They're close by. I'll show you where.
I'm so glad you came. It's an honor, really. There's so much for us to discuss.
What do you want?
I'd like to propose an alliance. I think the two of us could accomplish great things together.
I don't work with criminals. You need to turn yourself in.
Tell you what, I'll turn myself in as soon as you do the same. But you don't consider yourself a criminal, do you? The suit, the gadgets, the sense of entitlement. You're just another rich kid atoning for his fiscal sins. Such a shame.
What is this thing?
It's over.
Not quite.
The rebel! Leave them alone!
You cannot defeat the...
Change? Someone, touch his pockets! I told that you ruined it! You get them alone!
You then? Is that it? You're getting paid to bring me in?
We'll never get all of it!
That's it! Don't get it! This isn't how I wanted it.
looks dangerous. Trying to achieve. I ask for discourse and you respond with violence. We could have accomplished so much together. You can silence my message.
You're just a kid.
So, what does it matter? I wanted to make a difference. I thought you'd feel the same.
I do, but not like this. A lot of innocent people almost died tonight because of you.
Innocent? They watched as Gotham went to hell and didn't do a thing!
They're just afraid.
No, they're weak! And so are you.
The police are on their way.
You ever wonder how things got to be so bad here? I do. All the time. See, I don't think men like Roman Sionis or Oswald Cobblepot are responsible. It's always the same. Don't think. Given up? Built up liars, cheaters, and thugs. Uptown and downtown. Guy selling drugs in the corner. Go do whatever it takes to mind the cops.
Suspect in our sights!
police believe Penguin murdered Black Mask. But why would he send me here if he was the killer? It doesn't add up. This crime took place days ago. The fire and the exposure to the elements make identifying the victims difficult. The male victim is wearing a black mask, but I can't positively identify him as Roman Sionis without a DNA analysis. Something I can't do in the field. I can identify the female victim based on her fingerprints. Tiffany Ambrose, Roman Sionis' girlfriend. Or one of them at least. She was no angel, long list of priors, but nothing to indicate she was the target here. The fire spread as a result of a Molotov cocktail thrown into the room. It may have been intended to destroy evidence. The shallow trajectory of the bullet suggests the shooter could be someone of Penguin's height. But the grooves on the floor suggest that the victim was killed by someone leaning back in a chair. This bullet was fired from a revolver. Ballistics analysis indicates a low angle of trajectory. The shooter could have been someone of Penguin's height. The pattern in the gunpowder residue suggests the bullet was actually fired by someone lying on the ground. These fingerprints are a match for the Penguin, but they're on top of the soot from the fire. The cops were right. Penguin was in the room, but these prints prove he was here after the murders were committed. If he didn't kill Black Mask, who did? The only thing I know for certain is that Tiffany's shooter was lying on the floor. But why? These white streaks are shoe polish. Whoever shot Tiffany was being dragged along the floor. Besides the victims, there were two other people in the room. Tiffany's shooter, and whoever was dragging the shooter. The location from which the male victim was shot may tell me more. DNA here doesn't belong to either of the victims. Whose is it? The fight broke out when someone startled the shooter. It's not clear who won the fight. It could have been either one of them. I should review the evidence to see if I can learn anything more about either the intruder or the shooter. Fabric analysis indicates the intruder was wearing a white suit or sport jacket. This fabric swatch could help identify the intruder, but I still can't identify the male victim's shooter. There's one impact area I haven't checked for clues. This DNA is from the female victim. The level of oxidation suggests it's been here for several days. If I review the evidence, I may be able to find out what she was doing when she was attacked. was sending text messages to Roman Sionis about someone named the Joker. Someone killed Black Mask, but this crime took place several days ago, and I saw Black Mask earlier tonight. The only answers I have raise more questions. Who is the Joker? Was he the killer here? Or is he one of the assassins? I have a body, an unknown shooter, and an unknown assailant who attacked the shooter. I need to match the DNA samples against the records in the National Criminal Database to identify who was in the room. Alfred, I need access to the National Criminal Database.
Well, the only way to do that would be to infiltrate the Gotham City Police Department.
Then that's where I'm going.
Sir, you'd need to physically hack into their servers. If you insist on doing something that foolish, you'll need a powerful, non-lethal weapon. I recommend coming back here to pick up your concussion detonator.
Not a bad idea.